All right, so today I've got another fragrance from F.A. Paris Fragrance World, and this is a part of a new line that they've recently launched. Just basically cloning three fragrances from the house of Matiere Premiere. And this one that I have here in this video is going to be Spicy Amber. So this is going to be their take on Encens Suave from Matiere Premiere. All right, so as you can see, man, even the presentation of the box, it is pretty similar to the Matiere Premiere boxes. Not exactly the same, but definitely if you're familiar with the way that the bottles as well as the boxes look, for that particular house, you can definitely kind of tell what they're trying to clone here. So as you can see, you've got this little plaque here on the front, Spicy Amber. You've got French Avenue down here, which is what the FA stands for in the FA Paris. And then you've got the concentration down here, Eau de Parfum. You've got the FA Paris logo up top. There's nothing like on the sides. And on the back here, you've got like the ingredients as well as like the bottle size as well. And then on the bottom, you've got like the barcode as well as the manufacture date. This particular bottle was manufactured in December of 2023. So it's, pretty brand new. And pretty much the top part comes off like that with the plaque on it. And the bottle just kind of sits in there like that. All right. So as you can see, the bottle itself, it looks a lot like the Matiere, Premiere bottle. So I'll have a picture on screen of, what that looks like. And you've got the label on the front here. There's nothing like on the top of the cap or anything like that. Nothing on the back of the bottle. And then you've got the French Avenue sticker down there at the bottom. All right. Sprayer on this one is okay. Definitely not, the best sprayer, but I would say it's definitely not the worst either. And in terms of, pretty much what this one smells like, just to kind of go over the notes of this fragrance, the original, the Encens Suave, it basically has top notes of coffee, and then in the mid you have incense and Madagascar vanilla. And then you have in the base benzoin and labdanum. So very simple on the note breakdown for this fragrance. I would say pretty much for the most part, what I get with this fragrance when wearing it anyway, is definitely you get a lot of the incense. I would say that's the main thing that you get with the fragrance. But you do also get a slight sort of hint of the vanilla in the background, especially when you're wearing it on skin. Now, I would say when you spray either the clone or even, the original fragrance on like a tester strip, I feel like you really don't get that much of the vanilla. You really don't get much sweetness at all. It really kind of comes off on like a tester strip as really sort of smoky and incensey. And that's the main thing, at least that my nose picks up on when I spray these two, on a tester strip. Now, in terms of, how close these are, these two are very close to each other. So this is, I would just say, simply put, this is a very, very nice clone of this fragrance. I would say at least, probably 95% close pretty much to the original. Now, when you first spray the two fragrances on, I mean, you can sort of pick up that coffee note just a little bit, I would say, but it's definitely, even though it's the top note, it's not really the most emphasized note, at least that I pick up. That, for the most part, like I said, I more so kind of pick up on that incense note, even on skin. But you can still kind of sense the coffee in the background. It's definitely, I would say, more of like a dark roasted coffee. And so it kind of just sort of blends in with that incense, the benzoin and the labdanum as well. All right. Now, in terms of any sort of differences that I get between the two fragrances, I would just pretty much say that the original, at least in my opinion, I mean, it smells maybe about 1 to 2% on the richer side than what the clone does, the spicy amber. It's really not anything that I would say that anybody, even probably the wearer of the fragrance, would be able to really tell in the air. It's definitely something that you kind of have to get up close side by side and really smell both fragrances to really be able to tell that difference. This is, I would say, probably one of the closest clones that I've smelled of any sort of fragrance in quite a while. It's definitely it's that close. And pretty much I would say to like the average person who doesn't smell or wear fragrances every day, but maybe they just, they smelled this particular scent profile one day and they really liked it. I definitely, I don't think that they would be able to tell the difference between this and the original. Especially if you just kind of sprayed, each one on each hand and you didn't tell them which one was which. I don't think that they would be able to tell the difference between the two. I really don't. So this is definitely that close to the original from, Matiere Premiere. In terms of the performance, that I'm still kind of, testing out. I would say the times that I wore this fragrance, it starts off smelling like it's going to be like a super long beast mode type of fragrance. But at least the last time that I wore it, which was, I want to say about 2 days ago, it did last at least about, I would say probably 7 to 8 hours. But I would say probably after about 2 hours or so, it seemed to be a lot weaker, than what it was in those previous 2 hours. I was expecting it to at least maybe have like the same strength as something like this, Rifaaqat. And I would definitely say that Rifaaqat has, I would say, even past that 2 hour mark, it definitely has better, sort of staying power and projection than what the spicy amber does. Now, also, I would say if you're looking for a fragrance, or if you're expecting this fragrance to be, I would say, as sweet and as sexy as what Rifaaqat is, you're going to be disappointed. This is definitely more so kind of like a more sort of realistic, I would say, sort of incense type of smell than what this is. I would say with Rifaaqat, you are getting a really kind of, smoky, incensey type of, scent. You get, spices with this one as well, which I feel like the spicy amber is definitely, it's lacking any sort of spice, but also so is the original. You really don't get too much spiciness really from the original at all either. So I would say those are really going to be where the two fragrances differ from each other. Is the spicy amber is going to be a lot less sweet. You're really not going to get any sort of spice with the spicy amber, even though spicy is, a part of the name in this one. You're really not going to get too much spice with it. It's just pretty much going to be like a really sort of smoky, semi-sweet type of smell, pretty much. And yeah, I mean, even just in the opening of the two fragrances, I would say, Rifaaqat definitely is its smokiest, I would say, in the opening. And it still is nowhere near as smoky as what the spicy amber is. All right. So again, definitely if you're looking for something that's similar to this and you're hoping to get that, within the spicy amber, then you're probably going to want to look somewhere else other than this fragrance, because it's not going to give you that same sort of experience. All right. So again, performance wise, like I said, I'm still kind of testing that out. I would say right now, pretty much, I'm probably getting around like 6 to 7 hours or so of total longevity. Now, one thing that I know with a lot of, for whatever reason, FA Paris Fragrance World fragrances are These fragrances, especially when, you know, they've been manufactured fairly recently, they tend to need about, I would say, at least about a month to 2 months or so to kind of maturate. And then they start to, you know, perform a lot better. And even, you know, in some ways, I would say change in terms of smell, you know, from what they did, you know, when you initially bought the fragrances. So the performance on this could definitely end up being a lot better, you know, as, you know, months kind of go by with this one. So I'll kind of keep you all informed on, you know, whether or not that happens with this one. But just in terms of like how close it is to the original, like I said, this is going to be at least 95% close. This is pretty much, I would say, as close really as what you can get with a clone, you know, that costs considerably less. Now, I was able to pick this one up from vanityrfragrance.com for, I think it was around like $40 or so. And this is a 100 ml bottle. The original fragrance, it goes for, I believe, like around $260 retail. But I think I've seen it on, you know, sites like Joma Shop for like as low as like around $180, $190. So, you know, it's considerably more than, you know, what this fragrance is. So I would say probably, unless you're like a collector of fragrances, you know, niche fragrances especially, and, you know, maybe you have other Matiere Premiere fragrances and you're looking to, you know, kind of keep up your collection and buy the original, then maybe it makes sense for you to go out and, you know, spend extra money on the original. But if you're just somebody who likes the way that this particular scent profile smells, and you want a really accurate clone, you know, that is not going to cost you $200 or more, then I would say this is going to be pretty hard to beat, you know, in terms of, you know, how close this comes to actually cloning the original fragrance. This comes extremely close. All right. So overall, I would give this a 9.5 or 95% pretty much. And I do enjoy this fragrance. I would say I don't enjoy it as much as Rifaaqat. I definitely think that Rifaaqat, you know, if I had to choose between which one of these I would wear the most, I would definitely wear Rifaaqat more because, you know, it has a little bit more going on in this fragrance. I definitely think that this fragrance changes a little bit, you know, a little bit more throughout the entire life of the fragrance, whereas this one is going to be a little bit more of like a linear sort of scent profile. And then, you know, obviously I love the way that the vanilla smells in the dry down of this one. Even more than, you know, what I would say I enjoy the vanilla in the dry down of this fragrance more than what I do in YSL's Baby Cat, which is what this is cloning. So, you know, I do really enjoy this fragrance a lot. I'll kind of have to just, you know, keep wearing this fragrance and see whether or not this is one that I would, you know, necessarily recommend to most people. I would just say, you know, definitely buy this one with caution. If you're not someone who's super familiar with wearing scents, you know, focused on incense, then, you know, you may not like this fragrance. It may be a little bit too much for you. All right. So definitely, man, I would say check this out. If you're familiar with the original and you like that scent profile, then absolutely check this one out. This one is going to save you a lot of money for sure. All right. So that's my take on Spicy Amber from F.A. Paris Fragrance World. Definitely let me know in the comments, what do you all think about this fragrance if you've actually smelled it? And if so, have you smelled the original fragrance, and how close do you think that this actually comes to the original fragrance? All right. So let me know in the comments below. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe. And to anyone watching, leave a like on the video. And again, that's Jamar from Vegas Scents. I'll see y'all in the next video.